Nobody expected things to unravel this fast or turn this intense. At first, it looked like nothing more than another celebrity moving on moment. Teyana Taylor appeared radiant, calm, and unbothered, stepping confidently into a new chapter of her life. Her energy felt lighter, intentional, almost peaceful. From the outside, it seemed like she had finally found her footing after the divorce. But behind the carefully chosen posts and quiet smiles, something much heavier was building. While Teyana was learning how to breathe again and rediscover herself after the end of her marriage, Iman Shumpert was struggling in ways most people never saw. And once Aaron Pierre's name entered the conversation, everything shifted. What initially appeared to be a respectful separation slowly became emotionally complicated. In the months following the split, Iman tried to present himself as steady, focused, and grounded. He showed up consistently for his daughter, and remained mostly silent in public. To fans, it looked like maturity. Many assumed the hardest part was already behind them. But anyone who has experienced a breakup involving children knows the truth. The pain doesn't disappear just because the relationship ends. It changes shape. It lingers. And sometimes, watching your ex move on hurts more than the breakup itself. The rumors surrounding Aaron Pierre didn't arrive with headlines or announcements. They rarely do. Instead, they started quietly. A brief sighting here. A shared space there. A subtle shift in energy that fans couldn't quite put into words. Nothing was confirmed. Nothing was denied. Teyana didn't address the speculation. She simply continued living her life. And in moments like this, silence speaks louder than explanations. The more unbothered she appeared, the more unsettled Iman seemed to become. People close to the situation reportedly noticed small but telling changes. His mood shifted. His tone changed. His body language carried more tension. Things he once brushed off began to affect him deeply. This wasn't simple jealousy. It was unresolved emotion colliding with a new reality. Seeing Teyana with someone new didn't just feel like loss. It felt like replacement. And that feeling can push even the strongest person into emotional territory they're not prepared to navigate. What intensified everything was the perception of who Aaron Pierre is. Calm, confident, grounded, not flashy, not loud. The kind of presence that doesn't need validation. Comparisons began forming instantly, whether spoken aloud or quietly felt. Fans noticed. The internet noticed. And it didn't help that Teyana looked genuinely happy. Not performative. Not defensive. Just free. That authenticity only added fuel to an already emotional situation. Behind the scenes, sources claim tensions began surfacing during conversations that were meant to be strictly about co-parenting. Discussions that should have remained calm became strained. Minor disagreements escalated. Boundaries felt unclear. Emotions spilled into moments that were supposed to remain centered around their daughter. Nothing was officially confirmed, but people around them could sense the pressure building. The kind of pressure that forms when old wounds meet new circumstances. Then came the period when fans believe Iman began losing emotional control. There was no single explosive moment captured on camera. No viral confrontación. Instead, it was a series of emotional reactions that painted a larger picture. Cryptic posts, sudden mood shifts, moments where it felt like pain was speaking louder than peace. Some fans sympathized, recognizing the pain of watching a family dynamic change. Others grew concerned, because when emotions reach that level, the consequences don't just affect the adults involved. Teyana noticed the shift as well. Rather than engage or escalate, she reportedly pulled back. She tightened boundaries. She focused on stability, on protecting her space, and on keeping her daughter shielded from unnecessary tension. That decision, while mature, may have felt devastating to Iman. When emotions are raw, distance can feel like rejection. And rejection can deepen already unresolved pain. That's when whispers of a potential custody issue began circulating. There were no official filings, no public statements, just speculation rooted in fear and precedent. Fans began asking difficult questions. Could this turn legal? Could unresolved emotions evolve into control issues? Could a new relationship trigger conflict over access, time, or authority when it came to their child? Those questions didn't come from nowhere. High-profile breakups have shown time and time again how quickly custody becomes a battleground when feelings remain unresolved. Although neither Teyana nor Iman publicly confirmed any legal escalation, the tension was undeniable. Iman's continued silence only fueled speculation. Fans questioned why he wasn't shutting rumors down or reassuring the public that co-parenting remained peaceful. Silence, especially during moments like this, allows people to fill in the gaps with worst-case assumptions. Meanwhile, Teyana remained consistent. No emotional outbursts. No public attacks. No messy explanations. Just work. Motherhood. Focus. Peace. That contrast made everything feel even more unbalanced. One side appeared grounded, the other appeared overwhelmed. And in the public eye, that imbalance often raises concerns about custody and stability. Experts began weighing in online, reminding audiences that emotional stability matters. That courts look at patterns, not isolated moments. That reactions, even perceived ones, can influence outcomes. While none of this guaranteed a custody battle, it highlighted how quickly situations can escalate if emotions aren't carefully managed. At the center of it all was a child. A little girl watching the adults she loves navigate emotions far bigger than her understanding. Every tense exchange, every careful silence, every emotional shift carried consequences that extended beyond social media. Fans and insiders emphasized how children sense tension even when words are measured, how their emotional world is shaped by the environment around them. It served as a reminder that celebrity drama doesn't exist in isolation. Real people are affected. Real consequences follow. Behind the scenes, insiders suggested discussions around structure, boundaries, and long-term co-parenting had become increasingly serious. Advisors, family members, and legal voices were reportedly encouraging calm responses and prioritizing the child's well-being above all else. Every message, every call, every decision, handled with an awareness of how much was at stake. Despite careful planning, public scrutiny made even small decisions feel enormous. Fans continued debating online. Some praised Teyana for protecting herself and her daughter. Others criticized Iman for perceived emotional missteps. Many acknowledged the difficulty of navigating private pain under constant public observation. What made the situation especially heartbreaking was how preventable it all seemed. At its core, this was never really about Aaron Pierre. It was about unresolved grief. About a man watching the life he once had continue without him. About a woman choosing herself after enduring pain. And about how hard it is to let go when love doesn't disappear, it simply transforms. As of now, nothing has been officially filed. No custody battle confirmed. No legal documents made public. But tension alone is powerful enough to change everything. Fans continue watching closely. Every post, every absence, every subtle shift in energy. Because when emotions run this deep, the next move matters. And the biggest question remains unanswered. Will Iman regain emotional balance and prioritize peace for the sake of his child? Or will unresolved pain push this situation into a courtroom where no one truly wins? One thing is certain. This story isn't over.